Oh, that's serious. As I say, it's best to keep away, and let's not go into all that now, my dear. You've had a long day for now. Let's just say that we refer to the far end of the island as the danger zone, for a good reason. Ooh. I must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond this mountain range here. Here refers to the map once more, drawing a line just past the center, X through the end section. There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't wanting you getting them too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer at home. He has led me to a spot where a few cats are lounging about. What do you say we try out our catalog now, Maddie? He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, a disgruntled-looking cat who is sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. The cat lets out a displeased meow, but doesn't struggle. Its large body, billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs out in the professor's arms in lazy resignation. Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap? I find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. The gadget immediately comes to artificial life, emitting a boop 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 with a red pulsating light. I select the app labeled Cat Scan, and it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. The professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implanted in the back of the neck somewhere, but it's difficult to find this one's neck amidst the thick cloud of fur. I blow to make a parting and press the catalog to its skin. It's a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. That should do it. He plops the marmalade Tom back into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat has been successfully scanned. Meow. Floofy butt. Look at his face. Floofy butt. Gender male. 10 years old, 4 months. Red tabby Persian with red eyes. Amazing! Clever, isn't it? A large part of our job here is to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofy butt here. But it looks like you have no problems at all with that. Excellent work. Thank you. I can't wait to get started. Well, why don't you have a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These 5 spend a lot of time together. You're like a little family, aren't you? Oh, yes you are. The professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get along. Okay, here goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The first cat I approach is very friendly, with beautiful calico markings. It comes towards me, already purring. Meow. Trixie. Female, 3 years old, 8 months, calico American short hair. Green. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention, allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. Meow. Snooty Booty. Female, 11 years old, 1 month, Sphinx, eye color blue. The fourth cat I approach is a noisy one. Meow, 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 meow. McMurphy, male, 6 years, brown crossbreed, green. And finally, the one I've deliberately put off until last. He's been skulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously as though he could pounce at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities onto these animals. Hiss. Kibbles. Kibbles, male, 3 years, white British long hair, green eyes. I need some water. All done. I hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. Hydrate or dihydrate, my dudes. Take a sip. The professor lets out a little laugh. I have a feeling you'll get to know them quite well in time. That's probably enough for your first day, don't you think? It's quite a lot to take in. I'm suddenly exhausted and grateful to be heading back to the camp. It's quite late by the time I've unpacked and settled myself, but I want to write my journal entry before I sleep. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I pulled my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I still feel goose pimples bloom over my arms. I hate that. Shivering, I rub them to warm myself up. It makes me smile to think that this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my new feline friends warm tonight. My eyelids close, thinking of cats, in the island, in the professor. The world around me drifts away as I float up into a dream. Okay. I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling, and then a strange electronic noise, one that, in my sleepy confusion, I can't place right away. Boop, boop, boop. The catalog. Acting on instinct, I scramble to my feet and follow the noise out of my tent. I look around me, and in my fears are confirmed when I catch sight of a red pulsating light, getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap into action, running as fast as I can. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark night. I must be crazy. The woods of the professor are ringing in my ears. I need you to protect it, above all else. My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy through my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? I try to get my bearings and I realize I've blundered perilously close to the danger zone. I can just make out the shapes of some large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. Hello? I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. I pass out. Getting spooky. Spooky. Hello, can you hear me? Are you okay? What is it? Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's human. Oh yeah, yuck. I can smell it now. Smells like human. Oh, do be quiet. Are they alive? Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile. I'm gonna do voices for the cats. Why isn't it moving? Would you come on and give them some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back. Move out of my way. Let me have a proper look. I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening. Is this one defective? Ugh, feels sick. I'm gonna puke. The cats watch me intently. Am I going insane? Oh my god, my head. What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human? Are you alright? You! I remember you took my catalog. Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's in your pocket now. I try to reach into my pocket and realize my hands are scratched to shreds. Oh my god, what's wrong with my hands? I try to stand. My feet, what happened to me? Yeah, I guess that's all. From all the climbing. I told you she wasn't ready for that. What's that? Ready for what? Its anatomical structure is far too delicate. We tried to slow it down. Yeah, Floof, you tried restraining the human who's that determined. It's like it was like Margay. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me. I was like, a what? Doing what? You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain. I show my bleeding hands. Aw, you crawled there, Kara. Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name. It's a term of endearment. It's an Irish thing. It's inappropriate. Wait, I crawled? You sure did. Like a cat. Yep. all the way from the mountains. Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. But why? Because you got the sickness. Shh. Maybe you should sit down. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk. Yes, we do need to talk, Mr. Floofy Butt. Since when do cats talk? Oh, for goodness sake, since the dawn of time, how else do you think we communicate? Ah, stop splitting hairs, Whiskers. Major, you know full well that what the human is saying. I think the revelation here, Kara, is that you can understand us. Yes, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell is going on here? Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves. At least, not all the details of how this works. I think being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anyone would want. I agree. And more to the point, we were rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are a scientist, after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you. What do you mean? Well, there's no easy way to say this to you, Kara. You'll be catified. I'll be what? Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before, and if I may, it would seem we are basing this on our experiences to date, that when a human manages to find themselves in what you believe to call the danger zone, you are vulnerable in ways that they previously were not. That is to say, you're screwed. You're not helping. Don't make me hiss. I love that he sticks his tongue out when he hisses. Whoa, mountain lion. There'll be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here. The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is, simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin the process of change that ultimately will result in full feline transition. Catified. So, basically you're telling me I'm a werecat? I look down, and amongst the scratches on my right hand are two distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist. Basically, yes. My head is spinning. There's too much for me to take in. Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking so good. What? Have I started to change? I feel my head for ears, fur. Everything seems to be normal. No. I just mean you're looking a bit shaky. Understandably so. I take a few deep, steady breaths and calm myself enough to say, okay, so why, how, what, when, where, what? Give me some data. What have you got so far? Look, we'll answer everything we can, but the truth is, we have more questions than answers ourselves. So, you said you need my help. What exactly would that entail? Well, finding our friends would be a start. The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising, and we've hit a wall. A wall of ignorance, maybe. How many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame. Muellers? Now, Floofy Butt, there's no need for name-calling. Speaking of name-calling, I remind you that my name is Major, madam. Look, they can't help the way they are. It's lack of breeding,